When you do find a property that you want to buy that has an occupant and you do get the documentation, you need to read through it carefully. You need to read through it to make sure that you agree, because if you buy that property and there is a lease on that property signed by the current owner and the current occupant, when you buy this property, you will have to honor that document 100%. So another reason why you need that documentation is you need to see what it says. Does it say that this is a life estate and that this person can live there for $10 a month until they die? Because if they can, then you probably don't want to buy this property. Or if you do still want to buy it, you need to know what you're up against, right? Maybe it says that this person has the right to rent this property for only $50 a month for the next 10 years. Well, you probably don't want to pay $200,000 for a house that you can only collect $50 a month from for the next 10 years. These are exaggerated cases, but you get my point. You need to see what the documentation says, because if you buy that house, you're going to have to live with these agreements if they're legitimate, okay? And you need to know what they say. So I hope I've impressed upon you the importance of getting your hands on the original documents. If your seller doesn't have an agreement with the person in the house, then I suggest strongly that you don't buy the house until your seller gets an agreement signed with your buyer. And that agreement can look very much like what you want it to look like. But I wouldn't buy the house until I've talked to that occupant and we've come to some kind of written agreement about where they stand, how they're in there, and when they're going to leave. It'll save yourself a lot of heartache, because once you buy the house, you've lost all your leverage to get the seller to help negotiate with the undocumented occupant anything. You've lost all your leverage. And the occupant, if they're a sidewalk lawyer, will know that too. And you'll be asking for big trouble. They'll dig in. Ask me how I know all this stuff. I know all this stuff because it's happened to me more than once. It shouldn't have happened to me more than once, but I'm a slow study. That's why I'm talking to you. I'm trying to help you avoid these problems. Now, before I talk about the 4 critical mistakes that most investors make when they buy an owner-occupied property, I want to implore you to take a good hard look at that like button and that share button, and please, let's use them. Walk your little fingers right over there. Let's hit that like button and hit that share button. Let the world know that we exist, because a lot of people don't. And also, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, because I can help you in so many different areas, not because I'm the smartest guy in the world, but because I've had a long, very busy career, and I've had a lot of things happen to me, good and bad. And I think I can help you avoid some of the bad stuff, and I think I can push you quicker to the good stuff. So hit that subscribe button.